last-minute equaliser and then scored the winner. What a way to do it.
No, as I said, I felt like a couple of matches or through the whole season, maybe I haven't been maybe I haven't scored a lot or haven't a lot of assists. So I'm just happy that I could help the team today, and I'm just happy to get going, and hopefully it will be more.
And Junior, scoring on your debut, that was a very important goal for Celtic.
Yeah, for me, amazing feeling. Like I feel really happy. I'm very happy to help the team, and I'm happy that we are in the next round.
How important is this competition, just in terms of stability and momentum for the season ahead?
No, as I said, we are Celtic. We want to go
We
far
are Celtic.
in every competition we play, and we want to win.
Oh,
we want
man.
to win the cup. So for us, it's really important to go through. So yeah.
What did the manager say just before extra time? Because intensity seemed to really pick up.
Yeah, he keep us telling us we have to be calm. We will make the first goal and then we keep going. And now we did it well, and I'm very happy that we are in the next round.
All right, well, congratulations, both of you, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, the goal scorers there with Iona, and really, I mean, you talk about
Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Where do you start? Where do you start with that game? Wonder here from Martin O'Neill. And I mean, that was stressful. I would never play Hatate to get. God, where do you start? With the performance in the first half was unbelievable. Rio Hatate. Some people can't see past Rio Hatate. I'm going to just do this.
Celtic career. Let's go back to the start of the story, though, because what a goal this was from Dundee.
It was a fantastic goal for Dundee. But I mean,
it was a brilliant goal.
Yang, Callum McGregor, Scales dives in. And he should have stood up, shouldn't he?
You know, it allowed Dundee to function their game plan.
But I tell you one thing, it was a cracking cross. You can't take anything away from the Dundee striker.
Forcing them wide and doubling up against them.
You know, it was absolutely brilliant.
Well, until that last minute, when I did say it would have been a piece of magic by a wide player, and that's what it was. Today,
what was
did
that
in a wide area, got Celtic their goal, and obviously took them extra time.
Yeah, I mean, until that point, it was Dundee who'd really enjoyed the bulk of the best of the chances, and they had an opportunity to actually double their lead in that second half. Ugan with an opportunity which ended up being cleared off the line, and then this happened, just 3 seconds from the end, Charles.
3 seconds.
The positional sense for the Dundee defence.
3 seconds to the end of the game. 3 seconds.
Celtic weren't creating much. He does a wee bit of magic here. But if you look at the Dundee player in the front post area,
3 seconds. Honestly, I'm watching the Junior Adamu goal.
He's a midfielder. He's probably no thought like you would as a centre half filling that front space, and that's what's
unbelievable. You've got to say that Junior Adamu, what a player that he is. I mean, he got right off to it today. He got right into it. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let me just jump into some of the comments and see what you're all saying to it. People have jumped off and done other things. It is a Saturday night. What I will do, I will put up the goals. I've got all the goals and everything from the game. I will get them up on a video. Why was it a wee dickhead that hit Kieran Tierney, no sent off, not even looked at by VAR, not a thing. You don't expect anything. I think we'll need to look at ourselves. I mean, the goal from Tenecti itself, the goal for Tenecti was absolutely phenomenal.
A holiday there and on his favoured right foot, and that is a great finish.
Absolutely brilliant finish by Tenecti.
You could see a clear difference as soon as it went to extra time, and I think it's down to what Martin O'Neill hopefully comes and speaks to us. I'm desperate to ask what he actually said to the players, because Tenecti never done that. Even when he came on, he was effective, he was fine, but he never sort of came with that intensity. Celtic done a lot of stuff outside the box. We're going back. The fans were more.
Let me just get this on the big screen, because if Martin O'Neill does come on,
players inside the box, Dundee defenders,
we'll get Martin O'Neill.
There just shows a wee bit of raising intensity and what it can
do.
I mean, right at the death, though. I mean, we saw Celtic score at the end of regulation time, and then this happened Tony, just at the end of extra time.
I tell you, Dundee were unlucky
They
there. Like,
themselves, they couldn't make this one count.
Well, we're standing here and I actually thought the ball across, I thought it was going in. I thought it was a goal and we were heading for penalty kicks. And do you know what? It's no more than Dundee would have deserved.
yeah,
But then when it
Dundee
comes
deserves to go to
Hamilton,
penalties. You've got to
that
say.
was outstanding.
Luke McCowan was great when he came on. You know, there were so many players that made the difference. The pass from McCowan to Tenete for the second goal was class. Yep, it was that, Chilpil. And Danny Cassie's done a super chat. Thank you for that, Danny. I think that the ban the boycotts. Will it make the Celtic fans collective? Will it make the board get together this week? I know that we know that the board have made contact with the Green Brigade. We know that they've made contact with the affiliation, the Celtic Supporters Club. So we'll see what happens from that.
Then his side came so close to progressing into the quarterfinals. He's now with Iona.
Stephen, what's the overriding emotion following that one?
Let's get this on the screen. Let's feel his pain.
Pride in an incredible performance from the team. We left absolutely nothing out there, but not just the effort of the group, the tenacity, the bravery in possession, just the desire to win a game of football was exceptional today, and I'm so proud of those players. For many of them, I think they've come a long, long way. We have to sometimes, even though it's really difficult today with the disappointment, we sometimes have to see the bigger picture. And that would be my message, that we can't give any more than we gave today. And it was disappointing to lose such a late goal.
If you're ever looking for another job, you've got the job as Reverend I Am Jolly when you hang up your managerial career, Stephen.
Yeah, it was one more action we needed to defend. If we had, we'd be, speaking about the next round of the Cup. But unfortunately, that's the way. The one thing about Celtic is, these sort of clubs always score late goals. It's a habit that they have. They keep coming at you and at you. And I thought we'd managed to ride the storm. I thought we'd shown that mentality. But we're really unlucky. And I'm just so disappointed because I couldn't be prouder of the group today.
A word for your goal scorer, Ethan Hamilton. That was some way to do it and kind of maintain that lead for a long time.
Yeah, I think since Ethan's come here, he's been an exceptional player for us. He's such a presence in the middle of the park. He's brave with the ball. He's so combative. And the one thing that we'd love to see him do is add to that with goals. And thankfully, he scored today. He's been an amazing player for us.
Is that it?
Quite a way to announce your first goal, isn't it, for the club? A goal
that
of that quality.
Hopefully we get Martin O'Neill up next.
As well, Tony.
Yeah, it was a fantastic save. I thought he's...
Hopefully get Martin O'Neill up next. I don't know for that one. We'll go back to that one. Let me just get rid of that. And that was the final score. Absolutely crazy to think that it was... Sriracha needs to start on Wednesday. Rest Kieran. Tonight he must do more than that more of the time. Yep. This is true. Reverend Presley. I Am Jolly looks happier than Presley. Yeah, he does that. But Celtic Park has emptied. There's a big line of stewards. We'll get it on the screen. We'll do the split screen. I'm not going to listen to what they're saying. Do we want to listen? Hopefully Martin O'Neill will be in the tunnel, up in the dressing room, talking to the players, saying that, well done. Because ultimately, it was a game that was gone.
Spaces, like Tony said, between the lines, and when they win it, the important thing is he's shown he's got the legs to then break forward.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for wrapping up your answer now, because we can hear from Martin O'Neill. He's with Iona.
There we go, Martin O'Neill.
Martin, what is the emotion after that match? What a way to do it to get that through to the next round of Scottish Cup.
Well, as you can tell, I'm really drained. I thought that obviously Dundee played very, very well, but we found a way to win the game. First of all, we found some sort of resilience in the last minute of added time, and we got the goal. And I was just genuinely really, really proud of the team in the manner in which they kept going. It didn't look as if it was going to be our evening at all, and we found a way to first
That's
of all,
true.
save the game, and secondly, to win it.
What did you say to your players just before extra time? Because momentum seemed to really pick up, and that's when it all changed.
Well, I think momentum comes with a side that has just scored an equalising goal, and I think what we had to do is just carry that momentum on into the first period of extra time. But I think the relief that you get from the equalising goal, and then the spur that you get after that there was incredible. So the players deserve enormous credit.
How much does this mean to you? Because the Scottish Cup's been a huge part of your life and career.
It has been a big part of my career, I must admit. I've loved it. I've loved the Scottish Cup, even when I haven't been here. I've loved the Scottish Cup because it has got a phenomenal tradition. It's still a really great competition. So we're still in it in that aspect. For how much longer, I'm not so sure, but at least we're there.
A word for Sebastian Tenetke and Junior Damu. Junior especially getting that goal on his debut.
It was great for him to score a goal. Really, really great. And that's the thing that, first of all, it saves the game for us. Seb coming on and made a big difference to us. Big difference. Trying to take players on, trying to dribble past a few players, and at least he had a little bit of backup to help him along the way. But yeah, he was a game changer for us.
How important is it to keep this momentum up now?
Well, right, it's a good point. I think eventually it's great that we're still in the competition, by a hair's breadth perhaps. But just keep it going. So we've got a big game then coming up now on this midweek, and we'll just try and keep it going. Let the lads, I suppose, just delight in the win that we've had because of the manner in which we've won it.
What would be your message to the fans at the moment, especially with what's going on off the pitch, with the disconnect between the board and some supporters groups when you do finally get a result like that?
Yeah, I think that a disunited Celtic is not what anybody wants, and I think the sooner that we could resolve the differences between all parties, the better.
Well, congratulations, Dave Martin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Martin.
Charlie, do you think the crowd had an impact on the players? Now there was a flat atmosphere in here, and there was a huge amount of fans stayed away from this one tonight.
Yeah, well, there's elements at this stadium that help with the atmosphere. Obviously, the Green Brigade are a big part of that.
Yep.
Obviously, the manager's message, everything goes together, and there's nothing better when that's totally connected, because you can feel it in this place. I've played in big European nights here. I've played in games where you need a late goal, and it's the energy in the stadium that gets you over the line. So definitely played its part. You could feel it. It was very flat, and the intensity only raised at the extra time when the game went to extra time.
I think the players actually need to take a lot of credit, because I did feel in those time on the last 10 minutes, there was a lot of groans, and because it was going exactly towards Dundee's game plan, they were getting them wide, they were doubling up, they were stopping their threat. But the players kept doing it, and obviously that's instruction for Martin and Sean. But the players need to be brave to do that. The easiest things to give up a position, and pass the ball back or pass the ball sideways. Tenetke there to take that opportunity to go and get at the full back and beat him on one occasion and put forward a cross. I think the players, you need to take credit for that. And then obviously you've seen the synergy with the crowd. And then I think there was only one team really, I think, going to win it after that, because as you said, it really deflated Dundee, but obviously the impetus went to Celtic. But I think the players deserve credit for that.
Yeah, do you think the players could kick on from this, like you mentioned there, that competition from places, the new signings have come in, and still yet to lose domestically under Martin O'Neill?
Yeah, Martin O'Neill's picking up results, but I look back to the Dundee United game here when he first came back for his second spell this season, and it was an unbelievable performance in terms of pressing, counter-pressing, winning the ball back, scoring goals, fluid attacks. I've not really seen a lot of that, even though he's been picking up the results, and that's the most impressive thing. So they need to get back to that. I thought they might have seen that tonight. It wasn't to be, but he'll know that the performances have got to pick up in order to keep maintaining to get the results.
Well, thank you very much, as always.
That's that, done and dusted. It's fantastic. The result speaks for itself. Make sure that you do check out the video that we'll put up in around about 5-10 minutes of all the goals this evening. Thank you to everyone who joined the watch along tonight. Thank you to everyone who commented on this video. Saturday night, Celtic getting put out the cup almost. 3 seconds away from being put out the Scottish Cup. Only for them to score a goal with 3 seconds to go. Absolute sublime ball into the box. You've got to say, Junior Adamu, little back heel flick into the back of the net, wrestling with the defender, flicks it into the back of the net, knew exactly what he was doing. 2 minutes into extra time, boom. Tenecti scores. That's it. Anyway, thank you to everyone who's watched tonight. My throat's done and dusted. Have an absolutely fantastic evening. I've lost 5 years after that. I think we've all lost a little bit more after watching that game. Anyway, I'll see you all in the morning. Have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.